Hi everyone, this is Lori. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've been out here, so let me just reintroduce myself. It's Lori Kramer, and I'm on the Crafting Auntie, and I love junk journaling, I love paper crafting, I love vintage paper crafting, I like making ephemera, I like making all that fun stuff. So today I want to do a project that I saw on Seven Plaza. That's Margaret. She had done a mini journal out of mini file folders. And I'm going to do it just a little bit different than what she did. She, I believe, used a digital kit. So I am going to be using some papers that I have that are from a digital kit. And these, I believe, are from my Porch prints. And I'm going to actually make the file folders themselves instead of maybe cutting out a printed one. I'm going to go ahead and cut them to size and make my own file folders and kind of follow what Margaret did with just kind of my take on it. So I've picked out some digital papers that I have printed on both sides. And these are from my Porch prints. These are, I believe they're the Nature Study, or Naturalist. And there's a Fauna and a Flora. And the Fauna is like with more animals, and then the Flora is more with flowers and things like that. So I am using more of the Fauna. And so what I did is I did print them on cardstock. Let me just show you this one. So I printed it on cardstock, both sides, and then that way when I fold the folder, then I have it on the inside and then the outside. So what I did is I cut these to size. I kind of measured one of the mini file folders that was in, I believe, in my Porch Prints kit of something else. And then I'm going to just kind of make my own take on it. Instead of actually making it look like a file folder by cutting it, I'm going to use tabs. And so I'm going to use this tab punch. So we'll see how it goes. Not sure how it's going to completely go, but we're going to give it a try. So the first thing, I went ahead and did some of these. I already cut them to size. So they are 7 3/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this last one here. And so let's do that. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. So I want 7 3/4. Oops. And I want it by 5 1/2. Okay. Put this aside for now. So now I've got my 4 pieces. I'm going to go ahead and ink these, and then I'm going to grab my scoreboard, and I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to continue on this project. Okay, I've inked most of them. I just want to show you what I did. So I am rounding the corners. I'm using the large setting on this punch, rounding the corners, and then inking up the edges. I like the rounded corners. You don't have to round the corners. You can do it without. Okay, so now what I also did is I tried to figure out where my center was on my scoreboard. So what I want to do, as Margaret did, is find my center, which I did in this case because of the size that I have. It is 3 7/8. So I'm going to score a 1/4 inch to each side, and then that's going to give me a 1/4 inch spine. So I want to, let's see, I want to double check this. So 1/4 inch, that's actually a little too large. So 1 mark on either side of my center, I think. Let's see. Nope, 1/4 inch. Okay, so we're just going to go for it. on this side, and then let's see, just want to make sure I got this right. I don't want it to be too large. And see, I'm not sure if I got this quite right. Let's see. Let's turn this over so that I can see it a little bit better. I think this is probably the hardest part for me to do. So I want a 1/4 inch. So let me just kind of fold this. This is kind of probably the wrong way of doing this, but I'm going to try and figure out to make sure I get it right. So I think it's right here. I don't want to mess this up. So let's practice on the first one, and then we'll get it right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that works. Ah. All right. So we're going to have 1/4 inch spines. This is what she did as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take the next one just to make sure I get this right. And I'm going to put this over it so I make sure I get the right marks again. And then I'm just going to make a little mark here and a little mark here. And then that way I know I'm going to be scoring it correctly. Now where's my marks? There they are. Okay. So here. And here. Sorry guys, I mean, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm a little nervous. Okay, so let's do this again. I'm going to just use a pencil this time so I can see. So here and here. Okay, so here and here. So her mini file folder journal was absolutely adorable. I fell in love with it. I just had to make one. And I have been taking time just kind of for my health reasons, taking some time to just kind of rejuvenate. So I haven't done a whole lot of crafting. And but that was one project that I definitely wanted to do when I came back out here. So, okay. Woo, I think we made it. I'm going to set this scoreboard aside because we're probably going to need it a little bit later. So now I'm going to fold everything. And I'm going to crease it. I've kind of figured out which way I want my papers to go anyway, as far as which is the inside and which is the outside. So we're going to have it like this. So yeah, this works perfect. Okay, burnish everything. Really good. It's 2. Three and 4. I'll just burnish this one. So basically you want a 1/4 inch spine. That's what she did on hers. So what I would just recommend doing is measuring whatever your size is and then making sure that that is a 1/4 inch spine. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is ink again on all these spines. Let's see, I'm going to start with this one. And then also I'm going to ink the edges on the inside as well. I did not do that. So I'm going to do that on all of these. So that they will all be ready to go. So I'm going to do this on all of these and then I will be right back. Okay, I have them all inked up and folded. So what this is going to look like, if you've seen her video, is it's going to come together like this, and then this will get bound around here. And so now what I want to do is I want to cut the tabs. So I'm going to use some of the leftover paper that I cut off on each one, and I have cut one to see how it's going to look. So here's my plan. My plan is to glue these on here, and then I'll have them staggered. So there'll be a total of 4. So what I want to do is, and I think on hers they were on the front and the back, but I'm just going to do the front. So that's going to be the different take that I have on this. So I'm going to cut a few more of these with my punch. Whoops, wrong one. So there's 2. I already did one out of that. And let's do one out of this. I love this punch. I have another punch, but I have to be really careful how I cut it if I want to have it like this, where it's double-sided, kind of like where you have the 2 sides in one punch. So I like this punch. Found it on Amazon, and I believe it was after I saw Margaret using one that's a little different shape. Okay, so I'm going to take all of these now, and I'm going to fold them over and burnish them first. Super easy when they're punched out like this. Makes it really, really nice and convenient. And ink around the fronts and the backs. So let's do that. So hers already had the tabs on it, so I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to do the same thing. So that's why I decided I think I will just use it with tabs, a tab punch. You can also use a die if you have a tab die. You could do that. Or you can just cut out one that's already got all the tabs and everything already on it. If you have a digital. I looked at the chapter 3, the Tim Holtz chapter 3 file folder, and it was so much smaller that I just really didn't want to try that. And I also, with the score that was already in the center, was going to make it a little harder to make the spine. So I decided against that. So now let me decide which way I want these to go, how I want them to be, so I can add the tabs. So I think, let me just take a look here. So this, I like this. This is fine. This one is fine. And then this. Okay. So basically all I'm going to do is put the first tab on and then line up the rest. So I'm going to be using art glitter glue for this. Let me grab that. Okay. Make sure art's going to be okay. There we go. Okay. Definitely watch Margaret's video on her take on this because it is absolutely fabulous. I love it. Okay, there's the first one. I'm going to line these up again. And let's set the next one. So let's see. I'm going to make sure, come on, get on there, that I have enough space, but not too much at the end on my last tab. So if I do that one, and then if I do this one, and then this one. Okay, I think that's about right. All right, so just space them to whatever you like. So I'm going to just take my second one and put it up here and get it spaced where I want it. And I think that's a good spot. So I don't want to move it so I don't mess it up. So I'm going to glue on this side. And get that down. And then turn it over and do the other side. Okay, so here's 1 and 2. So far, so good. Now let's do 3. And this one I want to measure about the same. So I think right about there. Do the same thing. Let's glue this side first. Line that up. Whoops. Line it up, Lori, not mess it up. There we go. Okay. Now let's do the side. Okay. So there's makes 3. Very good. Okay, last one. And let's get this one figured out. So that should be about right. Right about there. Almost to the end. Almost. I'm just going to move it in just a tad so that doesn't hang over. Oops. And that down. And let's do this side. And we've got our tabs on. So now we've got our tabs. Very cool. Hopefully this is going to work out good, like hers. Again, this is my take on it, so it's a little bit different. I didn't want to do exactly the same thing. I wanted to try something new. So this is going to be our little mini journal. So I do have a bunch of stuff to decorate with. So I thought, okay, let's do some decorating, and then also let's put this together. So I have a whole bunch of things that I have fussy cut, and I'm not sure how many will fit in here, but I have a whole bunch. So let me just grab a bunch of this, and let's figure out what we can do. So I have a lot of things that I cut out and decorations. Tried to have them organized. I don't think I did a very good job organizing them. Well, here we go. Here we go. Tags, and then here are some journaling cards. And again, this is the Fauna. Let's see. This is the Fauna kit. So you're going to have a lot of animals, and they are adorable. They are so cute. So, and we also have a bunch of pockets. So I think what I want to start with is we have envelopes and we have pockets. So I think I want to start with some pockets. So let's just go for it. Okay, so these are some cute library cards. I think those would be adorable in here. So all I'm going to do is fold these. I'm not even going to use my scoreboard. I'm just going to fold these and burnish them. So this is folded on 3 sides. So I'm going to do this. And make sure that we got enough of an opening for our library card. Oh, wrong one. Our library card to go in here. Yes. Okay, so let's put that one right there. Let me move over here more on camera for you. Okay. Very cool. Okay. First pocket. Let's do a tall pocket on here. So do that. So I'm just going to glue on 3 sides, and actually 2 sides. So the long side here and the bottom. And that way, if I want to add extra things in there, I've got lots of space. So got that. So now that's a pocket. Okay. Let me zoom in just a tad more so that you can see just a little bit closer. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's add a little bit more decoration. We've got all kinds of little things here. I've got these little bottles that I think are so cute. And this bird. So how about we do something like that? I like that. So let's put this down. Oops. Try not to drop anything. Sometimes I get the dropsies. I don't know if you guys do the same as me, but I do. I get kind of excited doing what I'm doing, and the next thing I know, I am dropping stuff. Okay, so let's put that one aside. Now let's do the next one. Let's see. We have these pockets. Ooh, that looks pretty good there. And I also have like a triple pocket. Let's see how this might look as well. I did this along with this and then this. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I have already inked all of these things as well. I spent some time just doing some fussy cutting, and then I wanted to get them all inked so I wasn't wasting time inking everything while I did this video share. So, and this one I'm just going to do on both sides just in case I want to add something taller. So only on two sides, whoops, only on two sides here. This one I'm going to go the three sides, side and bottom. And we'll put that one about there. And then this one also the same thing, the three sides. Okay. I'm trying not to go in this corner where it's been rounded off. So, okay, we got that. Let's see, what do we have for decoration? Actually, this one's fine. Maybe I'll add just a little. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, that's too big. I'm not crazy about that. What about this? Let's do this. Just a little decoration. You can add as much as you want to or as little as you want to. I'm just going to do a little bit of decorating. Okay, that one's done. Let's go on to the next one. This one, I think I want to add do I want to add an envelope? Yes. Okay, so let's do this. Let's fold this. Fold this up. Whoops. And let's fold this down. And I want to put a little bit of, let's do some of this in here where you're going to see it. Just a little bit here. And then I'm going to glue these down. And then I'm thinking what I want to do is I think I want to do it this way. And then I want to put something else here. So let me burnish this. So lay flat. And let me ink up a little bit more on the sides that we just folded in. And on these edges. Perfect. And I want to do this. So it's a little flip out. So let's glue that on first. So take this to the edge. And then I want to put something else here. So let's see, what do we have? What do we have that's big enough? No. What else? What else do we have? Okay. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Still trying to find something. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let me add a pocket over here on this side. Let's do this. And I'm just going to do the bottom and the longer side. Okay. And let's see, a little bit of a decoration. How about these guys? Yeah. Perfect. And let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, this owl looks cute there. So let's add him. Okay, let's move on. And we can always go back. Okay, so this one, let's see. I like this. Let's put this pocket here, long side, bottom. And I want to put this pocket here. And this one, I'm just going to glue on the side, bottom, top, and then these cards will insert in there. So we're just going to put a very small bead of glue all the way around. And then let's glue that down. Make sure it's straight. Okay, and then these will fit in here. So I'm just going to add a few. Cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Do we want a decoration here? Do we? Let's see. What else do we have? No, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave that one alone for now. Okay. So now we've got some pockets in there. I'm sure I'm going to be doing some more decorating. There's lots more to use here, even though I won't be using all of it. So now, like Margaret did, I'm going to make little straps that come across here, and we're going to put one here and here. So I know that I have, let's just measure this because it's actually a little bit bigger than hers. So I would say it's 1.5 inches. So actually these are a little larger than 1/4 inch, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to add just a little bit more to have some room on this. And then I think she had like 1.5 inches on the front and 1.5 inches on the back. So if I do, that's 3 inches. And then if I have another 1.5 inches plus 1/4, that's going to be like 4 5/8. So let's try that. Let's just try that. And then I think I want them just about an 1.25 inches wide. So let me cut 2, and then we'll see if these work. And 1.25 inches. So yours could be a little different. It just depends on what you have. So actually I have 4 5/8 by 1.25 inches. Okay, so 4 5/8. So now I like her easy way of doing the scoring. And I picked this because I just thought it kind of went well with it. Now this is the Tim Holtz paper that you can sand. So of course we're going to be sanding some of it. So first off, I'm going to do 1.5 inches right here. Turn it around and do 1.5 inches. And that should give me what I need for the spine. Hopefully, in theory. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. So, what do I want to do on these? I want to do a little sanding. I want to do a little bit of stamping or rub-ons. I'm not sure which. So I'm going to collect a few things and I'm going to come right back. Okay, one thing I did make a change on. I tried these other ones that I had cut and they were just a little bit too big going around the spine. So I have changed the dimension now to 4.5, and that seems to look better, much better. So that is the change that I made. And then also need to cut these down a little bit to 1.25. So I'm going to do that real quick. Just a little too wide. So 1.25 by 4.5 is what I ended up doing. And again, it's going to change on whatever size you decide to do. Because you can turn these into little journals and adding little signatures in there too. So you can make them wider or smaller. So this is a sanding disc, and this is the Tim Holtz paper that you can sand. So I'm just going to do some distressing on this. And then I picked out some of the Tim Holtz. See, which ones are these? Specimen. Seems we've got some bugs on these. I thought that would work out really well. So I'm just going to sand. And also on these folds. Just a little bit, not too much. You don't want to weaken them. So both of these. I love doing this on this paper. It's so easy. Gives you such a good, I don't know, just it vintages it up, makes it look older, worn. I just love using this paper. So that's one of the things I wanted to use. That was a little different than Margaret did as well. And I'm going to also distress, and I did not say, but I have been using vintage photo on all of this. So apologies for not saying that, but vintage photo. So it's been a while since I've been out here because I've been nursing my back. And so I just took some time for physical health, mental health, my spiritual. I am a Christian, so I took some time just to, you know, reading God's Word and just really spend some time in that. So that's kind of where I've been, which has been helping all the way around with my back, and I am beginning to get some relief, so I'm thankful for that. So now I can get back out here and do what I love to do. Okay, let's see. Here's some small pieces we can use. So I am just going to add some fun things on here. So let's just get some scissors and cut these apart and add some. I'm just going to cut several of these up. We've got numbers, we've got bugs, we've got all kinds of things in here. So I'm just going to put some of these on these straps. Let's see. I think I can probably use all of these, which would be nice. I could get my stamps out. I just decided I was too lazy. I know I'm not the only one that has days like that. Okay, so let's just decorate. So if these are going to be on like this, so like this, I'm going to put the bugs and things right side up. So let's just do that. So we'll put one here. I think I want to also put an eyelet. I like what she did. She did put some brads, I think it was. And I'm thinking I want to add some eyelets. So I'm going to leave some space here on each side. Let me get in the camera. On each side of this, I'm going to leave some space and add an eyelet. Let me move in just a little bit more here. There we go. Now you can see a little bit better. So I'm going to leave some space here. Let's just add a number. We like numbers. Do that across here. Okay. And let's do one more down here. I am considering adding some brads also here. Not sure. I don't really have anything that is, you know, different or fancy or anything that would be kind of fun to add to that. Didn't get my, there we go. So let's see. Let's just, I think I'm just going to add this big butterfly. I'm just going to add this big butterfly. So I don't really have any brads, so I think I'm just going to stick with the eyelets as my metal decoration for that. Now this side, let's add this. These are Tim Holtz. They work amazing. They go on so easily, and I love these. Okay, and then let's do this. Just adding some things for interest. We like to have the interest there. Something to look at. Do that. Okay, so I think that one's good. Now let's do this one. Let's see. We have this bug. Let's get this guy. And ooh, let's put this big 785 on here. I like this big number. Okay. So let's see, let's put this one in the center. Come on, let go. Okay. There we go. I like that. Yes. Okay. Good job. Good job. Good job. What's that? Whoops. That went somewhere. I'm not going to go look for it right now. Let's find something else. Okay, here we go. Let's put this one on. We're not sure where that flew to. And we'll put this up here at the top. And here we go. And then here's our bug. Let's just put our bug this way. That way I can still put the eyelet on. Put our bug. Put you on there, little feller. Okay. And what do we want? Ooh, I like this signature thing. Let's put this on there. That will take care of this side, I believe. because we're going to put an eye. Well, let's move this down. I'll put one more small thing on there. Then we got room for the eyelid as well. Okay. Good, good, good. And let's see, how about evidence? Why not? Let's put evidence here. Okay. All right. Oh, come on, let go. Be nice. There we go. Okay, so these look good. Very cool. I like these. All right. Okay, eyelids. So let's move some of this stuff out of the way. Grab my eyelids. All right. My eyelids and brads. Keep these all in these little containers. I'll get these from Harbor Freight. Okay. I think maybe these dark ones. Let's see. I want 4 because I want to put 1 on each side. Okay. On the side. And let's get Mr. Crocodile. I had to get a brand new crocodile. I wore my other one out. I had been using it for a long time. Okay, big setting. Ooh, let's get down here where you can see. Okay, the big setting. And try to do the same, actually. Well, that's not going to work. I'm just going to wing it. Okay. And so let's do this. I'm on my big setting, so we're good. Yes. We got to have metal elements on this. It's just a must. Okay. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's do this. And over here. Whoop, don't lose that. There's 1 and 2. Okay, so we have our pieces now. All right, now comes the fun part. This is where we're going to attach these. So I want to make sure I get it the right way. So I'm going to kind of do what Barbara did. Barbara. I keep saying that. I love Barbara too on 49 Dragonflies. Margaret. I'm going to just kind of eyeball this. And I don't want to glue the file folders together. And that was one of the things that she didn't do. So when we can flip through it, we can still see all the fronts and the backs. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some glue. Let me make sure I get this right. On this part where each one is going to go on. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. All right. And I'm going to glue here first. So let's just put some glue here. And then I'm going to, I want to make sure, I feel like I'm not in camera. Let me get over here where I belong. Okay. So I'm going to put the first one here. And I'm also going to do this one. So I want to make sure that this is upright too. Okay. And I'm going to put glue here. And kind of eyeball and get it as close as I can to the same. And push these into place. So, okay. First one. I'm going to glue these down, but not till I'm done. All right, number 2. So this time, oh, this one didn't stay. Let's try that again. I think I was getting too hasty. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we're going to put glue here and glue here. Sorry if my head's getting in the way. And we're going to put the next one. And I want to make sure they're lined up. Like so. Okay, so far so good. I never know on a new project, and I did not play with this prior to doing a video, so I'm just hoping you guys are right along here with me. All right, so now this one, let's line this one up. Oops, line it up, Lori, line it up. Okay. All right, so yep, that's good. And the last one. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. And line this up. And, oh, did we do it? We did it. Okay, wait. We need to make sure that this is on here good before we start lifting it up and doing all kinds of funky things with it. We need to make sure, oh, this one's not lined up. I want to redo that. Let's redo that. I want to make sure it's lined up straight. Okay. I think that is better. Much better. Yes. Okay. Now's the time to catch it if I don't have it right. Because once it's all glued down, it's all glued down. All right. So I want to make sure these are nice and secure before I start gluing the front and the back. So let's make sure. Let's take a look. We have them right. Yay. Oh, one of them isn't quite completely lined up, but it's okay. You know, again, this is my first one, so I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to add the glue and add it to this. I have some clips that I want to put on these to make sure that they stay secure. Actually, I need the bigger ones. Let me get the bigger ones. Yeah. Yes, much better. So we want to make sure that that's nice and secure and glued down. And this one. Same thing. And here. And one more. Okay. I'm sure I'm out of camera. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to just let this all dry really good. And then I'm going to come back and we'll do just a little bit more decorating. And okay, I have finished it. I'm loving it. I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. Let me just show you. Whoops, let me go down here so you can see it. So here it is. I love it, love it, love it. Love the eyelids. I like my little tabs that I did. So let me show you the inside now. So here I've just added another little piece of ephemera. This one is a little library card pocket. In here I tucked a little envelope that I closed with this little paper clip. Just tuck that in there. Here I just made a little pocket here, and okay, let's see, I don't really tuck anything in there. Maybe we'll just cut these. These are little mini, actually all of this I printed 2 to a page, so it's all much smaller than the normal would be, so they're really tiny tickets. So we'll just tuck those in there. So I added this on one of the front of them. Here I added a coin pocket. There's nothing in it. I just tucked it in there. Here I added some tags. So again, all of this from the kit that I used, which is from my Porch prints. I did print 2 to a page, so that ends up being 50%. So they're much smaller. Here I added this little pocket on the front so I can tuck more goodies in there, and I tucked this into this little coin pocket here. Here I just glue another piece to the top, and then I just tuck this under, a little tuck spot. I wanted the birds to show. So cute. Here I just added some pieces of ephemera. So we just got this and this. Super cute. Super cute. I love this kit. And here is the envelope. And in here I just tucked in a couple of tickets. There we go. So a couple tickets. And then I created another pocket to the front, added this library card, added this little piece of ephemera. And here I added this little piece of ephemera with the little mice. Super cute. Love it, love it. And then here, I had already added all these journaling cards. So each one of these, super cute. I just love these. So adorable. Let's see, that one goes in, and then this one. And then here I just tucked in some pieces of ephemera. Some of these tickets. So I've got some more of these little tickets. Just tuck in there. And a jar and another piece of ephemera. Peeking out. And that is the end of the mini file journal. I hope you guys like it. This is my take on it, a little different. Love it though. Love it, love it. And I would definitely make another one of these. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. You guys all have a great day. Bye.